Hey rookies, what's up? Welcome to another edition of the Bourbon Rookie, where today I am the cigar rookie and I am doing a quick smoke review of the Prensado Lost Art. It's one of those things where I was searching around the humidor and I came across this Prensado. I thought it was a regular Prensado and I saw a Lost Art, so I said let me Google the difference between a Lost Art and the Prensado, and this one is made with two binders over the Prensado, which is just one binder. This one has a Honduran and Nicaraguan binder, and apparently that's the main difference between the two. The Prensado, I didn't even think I'd have this up. The Prensado has just the binder from Nicaragua. Alright, so they added the Honduran binder to this. So with that, just a nice sweet tobacco smell. I haven't cut the top yet. A little bit of grass, a little bit of a sweet spice. Yeah, so I'm going to cut this with my little scissor. Oh, and I still have the wrapper. And we're going to go outside. We'll see you out there. And we are back, and we've got this Alec Bradley Prensado Lost Art. We're lit. We're getting into it. And one of the things that this is one of my favorite Alec Bradley cigars, just because it's, and I'm not a huge Alec Bradley guy, but this one I particularly like a lot, just because it's there's a sweetness to it. There's a little bit of a cocoa note, a little cinnamon, maybe even like a sweet almond, with just a little bit like that cinnamony peppery, it's a cinnamon pepper light spice on the tongue, and they marry those very well together. I'm not a huge fan of Honduran leaf. I know, I would smoke some Camacho. Camacho used to be a big Honduran leaf company, or wrapper. They would use a lot of Honduran wrapper, and they were okay, but I mean, like, this to me is a little bit more reminiscent of a Dominican cigar, a Dominican leaf, even though it's Dominican and Honduran wrapper. Or excuse me, Dominican and Honduran tobacco leaf. So we're off to a start. This is a 6x52. I think the 52 is my favorite ring gauge, just because it's kind of like, for me, a sweet spot between the wrapper, the flavor of the wrapper, and the flavor of the fill. I don't always like a bigger ring gauge, because I feel like you lose out a little bit more of a balance. But that's just me. Things that I've read over the years about that, just with other reviewers or people that smoke cigars. When they smoke cigars, they tend to gravitate toward a certain size that works for them. That's all. So whatever that ring gauge is for you, then that's what it is for you. But for me, a 52, 48, as low as a 46 is right in my wheelhouse. So, but we're gonna get not to bore you guys to death, because I tend to ramble on. We're gonna keep this thing going, and we'll be back. And we're in the final third, and as predicted, or as I stated with Honduran Leaf, it's a little grassier, and that was the main influence on this cigar, which I can understand why it went from a 94 as the regular Prensado to a 91 with Cigar Aficionado, the reviews. So it started out beautifully like a regular Alec Bradley, and then once I got through the first third, I got a heavy, well, not heavy, but the Alec Bradley Prensado profile took a back seat to cedar and like a lemongrass, which wasn't bad because in the background you had that everything I described earlier: the cinnamon, the cocoa notes, the sweet, like a cooked sweet almond on the finish. I would say it's not as good as the regular Prensado, but it's a change from the regular Prensado in that it wasn't bad. And if you are a huge fan of Alec Bradley Prensado, you may not like this. I would probably smoke it again, but if it was side by side in a humidor to a regular Prensado, I'd probably go with the regular Prensado. But outside of that, I could definitely see it being a 91 on its own. But if cedar is something that you're into with your cigars, like a cedar, lemony, a little bit of a bitter profile, then give it a shot. I mean, if you're a Prensado guy, you might as well try it and compare it, and send me a DM or make some comments as to whether you agree with me that this one would take a back seat. I mean, I don't know that it improved the overall smoking experience of the Prensado, because the Prensado is better. And I don't know if it's cheaper. I didn't really check price points, so. But either way, it's definitely worth giving it a try and comparing notes. But it's tough, like I said, because if you smoke the regular Prensado, you're gonna say, I would just rather smoke that. So, and that's gonna do it. I mean, overall, great cigar. It's a Prensado, but with just a little bit of a twist. So, with that, guys, give me a like, give me a subscribe. Take care, and we'll see you on the next review.